Ethan never rushed love, not because he didn't believe in it, but because he believed in it too deeply. He believed love was not something to be forced, not something to be chased. Love, to him, was meant to arrive naturally, like a quiet melody that finds your heart without asking permission. That belief came from years of watching people fall in love too quickly, only to fall apart just as fast. So Ethan waited. Every morning, he walked the same path to his office, crossing the old bridge where the river flowed calmly beneath. Every evening, he returned the same way, watching the city lights reflect on the water. His life was peaceful, organized, and predictable, until one ordinary morning changed everything. That morning, the air felt different, lighter somehow. As Ethan crossed the bridge, he noticed a girl standing near the railing, sketchbook in hand. She wasn't looking at the river. She was drawing it. Her focus was so intense that the world around her seemed to disappear. A gentle breeze blew, flipping a few pages of her sketchbook. She laughed softly as she tried to catch them. Without thinking, Ethan stepped closer and helped her. "Looks like your drawings want to escape," he said with a smile. She looked up, surprised, but her eyes softened immediately. "Or maybe they just want to see the world," she replied. That was the first time Ethan met Lily. They talked for only 5 minutes. About the river, about art, about how mornings felt calmer than nights. Then she thanked him, smiled once more, and walked away. Yet something stayed behind. That evening, Ethan realized he was smiling for no reason. For the first time in years, his routine felt incomplete. A love that grew slowly. The next day, Ethan arrived at the bridge earlier than usual. And there she was. This time, Lily noticed him first. "You again," she said, smiling. "Maybe this bridge likes bringing people together. Or maybe fate is just bored," Ethan replied. Their conversations grew longer each day. Lily told him she was an illustrator who found inspiration in quiet places. Ethan shared his love for books and his habit of observing people instead of speaking too much. They were different, but comfortable. Days turned into weeks. Coffee replaced morning greetings. Walks replaced quick chats. They never rushed anything. There was no pressure, no confusion, just a growing warmth that wrapped around both of them. Lily admired how calm Ethan was. Ethan admired how Lily saw beauty in the smallest things. One evening, as the sun dipped into the river, Lily asked softly, "Do you believe in forever?" Ethan paused. "I believe in choosing someone every day. Forever comes after that." She smiled. "I like that. Choosing each other." Their love didn't arrive with dramatic confessions. It arrived in moments. In the way Ethan remembered Lily's favorite tea. In the way Lily waited for him after work. In the way silence between them never felt empty. One rainy afternoon, Lily caught a cold. Ethan showed up at her apartment with soup, medicine, and a book she had mentioned weeks ago. "You remembered?" she asked, touched. "I remember everything that matters," he said. That night, as rain tapped gently on the windows, Lily rested her head on Ethan's shoulder. "I think," she whispered, "this is what love feels like." Ethan didn't respond with words. He wrapped his arm around her, knowing some truths didn't need sound. When life tested love. Love is beautiful, but life always tests it. A year into their relationship, Lily received an offer to work abroad for 6 months. It was her dream project. But it meant distance. She sat across from Ethan, nervous. "I don't want to lose us," she said. Ethan took her hands. "Dreams don't break love," he said. "Fear does. And I'm not afraid." Distance was hard. Time zones stole conversations. Loneliness visited often. But every message ended with hope. Every call ended with laughter. They didn't drift apart. They grew stronger. When Lily returned, Ethan waited for her on the bridge, the place where it all began. She ran toward him, tears in her eyes. "You waited," she said. "Always," he replied. Love that felt like home. Years passed gently. They moved in together, built routines that belonged only to them. Sunday breakfasts, late-night talks, quiet support during hard days. Love, they learned, wasn't grand gestures every day. It was consistency. It was kindness. It was choosing patience over pride. One evening, Lily found Ethan sitting on the bridge again, alone. "What are you doing?" she asked. "Thinking about the day I met you," he said. "And how everything changed." She sat beside him. "For the better, for the best, forever begins." On their anniversary, Ethan invited Lily to the cafe near the bridge. Soft music played. Candles flickered. Familiar warmth filled the room. Lily sensed something different. Ethan stood, heart racing, and took her hands. "Love didn't rush us," he said. "It taught us patience, trust, and happiness. You are my calm, my home." He knelt down. "Lily, will you choose me, every day, for the rest of our lives?" Tears streamed down her face as she laughed and cried at once. "Yes," she whispered. "Yes to forever." Applause filled the cafe, but all they heard was each other's hearts. A happy ending that never ends. Years later, they still walked that bridge. Sometimes holding hands, sometimes talking, sometimes silent, but always together. Love had finally smiled at them, not loudly, not dramatically, but gently, warmly, and forever. And they smiled back.